Hey! Hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. I want to talk to you about a little video game with really big ambitions. It's called Echo. And I will tell you this, without any delay, without any build-up. I highly recommend Echo. I highly recommend you buy it, you play it, you support it, because this is, in a way, to me, the sister game to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. In that, Echo is another one of those middle market games, or one of those video games trying to bring back the middle market. Echo, like Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, is an indie game, an indie video game with the production value and the quality of a AAA video game. Echo is, in its own ways, beautiful and brilliant, innovative, original, while paying homage to science fiction narrative classics. So before I start reviewing, before I start talking, before I start spoiling stuff about Echo, I highly recommend you jump into Echo with as little information as possible and experience the game for yourself. That is how I played Echo, and it was a much more powerful, much more impactful experience for doing so, just like Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. And the really funny thing about Echo, in comparison to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, is that it came out only 1 month after Hellblade. It's being developed by an indie developer called Ultra Ultra. This is their very first game. This is Ultra Ultra's very first game. And they are also self-publishing. I hate to sound like an over-the-top crazy gamer zealot, but it really is a crime against gaming that gamers aren't talking about Echo, that gaming YouTubers aren't talking about Echo, that people in general just aren't talking about and playing and making videos of Echo, because this game is beautiful, it's brilliant, I can't recommend it enough. If you want to see the return of the middle market of video games, support Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice and support Echo. Support these developers, support these types of games. And with all that being said, let's actually finally talk about Echo. Echo is a third-person science fiction adventure. Gameplay revolves around stealth, action, and manipulation as you face off against the ultimate enemy, yourself. You play as N, an ambitious girl who has been in stasis sleep for a century. N has been through a tragedy that she wants to correct. To do this, she travels to a palace out of legend, a marvel of an old civilization eons gone. Out here, using forgotten technologies, she hopes to bring back a life that shouldn't have been lost. I've mostly been paraphrasing the game's official description, because, again, I don't want to give too much away, because Echo is a game with a strong emphasis on story and characters. And as the game progresses, as you go along this journey, as more and more is revealed to you, as these characters are slowly developed and grow on you, is when Echo hits its best narrative moments. When their motivations are revealed, when they lash out at each other, when they have a simple conversation about perspectives, and provide exposition to the lore and background and backstory to this fascinating sci-fi universe. These narrative moments are when Echo is simply brilliant, engrossing, engaging, and powerful. All of it delivered by some of the best goddamn voice acting I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing in Echo. Simply goddamn masterful. The characters, N and London, are some of the most real and versatile characters I've ever had the pleasure of accompanying on this journey Echo takes you on. Here's what's even more special about Echo though. While any video game can have spectacular narratives and voice acting and characters, it's still a video game, and there are some expectations when it comes to graphics and gameplay, and Echo delivers in both. When it comes to graphics, when it comes to visuals, when it comes to art style, Echo is breathtaking, with highly detailed textures on both the character models and the environment, gorgeous lighting, and adequate special effects. The visuals, the graphics, the animations bring the world, bring this universe, brings the environment of the palace, and brings the character N to life. It is absolutely immersive and engrossing and just so damn beautiful. And keep in mind, this is an indie developer, this is an indie studio, and this is their very first game. And for Ultra Ultra's very first video game, they've aced the story and they've aced the graphics. But again, this is a video game, so of course we come to gameplay. And what Echo does with its gameplay is so absolutely refreshing. Some actual bloody innovation and originality. Actually experimenting what video games are possible of pulling off with gameplay. Experimenting and showing off video games as an art form, what they've always been. Now, the gameplay is best experienced firsthand on your own, but I've already warned you about spoilers. And discovering this aspect of the gameplay and how the gameplay works for yourself is an incredible experience that I don't want to spoil for anybody, but you're already here. I'm going to talk about it. Your final warning. In Echo, your enemies are Echoes. Echoes are synthetic recreations of N, created by the Palace as sort of a security protocol. And here's the amazing and terrifying thing about Echoes and their enemy AI. They learn from you. They actually learn from you. And they start parroting the same mechanics, the same moves and abilities that you can pull off. You see, the Palace goes through these power cycles where it reboots itself. When the lights are on, when the power's on, the Palace is watching you and recording you. In the first cycle of every level, Echoes have very basic mechanics and knowledge. They know how to walk and how to melee attack grab you. However, to provide an example, say in the first power cycle, you, as N, decide that while the lights are on to run, open doors, fire your gun. The Palace will record all of that, and in the next cycle, once the lights turn off and turn back on, all of the Echoes will have learned from you and now know how to run, open doors, and shoot a gun. And this is where the absolute brilliance of Echo's gameplay comes from. It's trying to survive, trying to make from point A to point B, while at the same time completing objectives, looking for collectibles, and tactically strategizing what you want the Echoes to learn and what you don't want them to learn. You have to be mindful of what moves you do, what mechanics you use. Because if you start using the entire sandbox, the entire toolkit of controls and mechanics and features and attributes and powers that N has, then slowly but surely the Echoes will become more powerful and more challenging and use your own gameplay mechanics against you. I have never played a video game like Echo that has had me think so deeply and worry so incessantly about how I play the game. It is in this regard that Echo is one of the best puzzle and stealth video games on the market right now. There is nothing like the mental chess game in your head of playing Echo, and specifically using the gameplay mechanics and the controls you want to use without making the enemy AI too deadly, too dangerous to counteract you. And there is nothing like the intensity of sneaking around this beautiful, dreamlike palace, while these creepy, mirror-like clones of you stalk the hallways waiting to kill you. And Echo also has a simply superb difficulty curve. The game is fantastically well-paced, slowly introducing you to the world and the characters, the environment, the gameplay mechanics, the enemies, and slowly upping the difficulty level to level, introducing new gameplay mechanics, new puzzles to solve, actually using the Echoes against themselves or having them work for you, on top of other new environmental puzzles to solve. And that's Echo. It's beautiful, it's brilliant, I can't recommend it enough. Masterpiece of a narrative, fantastic characters with phenomenal voice acting, absolutely beautiful art style and graphic visuals, and actually innovative and engrossing and unique stealth and puzzle gameplay. Echo is art. Pure video game art. I cannot recommend this game to you enough if you love deep and emotional, epic sci-fi narratives. I cannot recommend this to you enough if you love puzzle and stealth video games. I cannot recommend this to you enough if you love video games like Hellblade, games that are bringing back the middle market, indie video games of AAA quality. Please buy Echo. Please support Echo. Please play Echo. Because Echo is special. Because Echo is beautiful and brilliant. And that is my video on Echo. I hope you liked the video. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved in the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. What do you think of Echo? If you played Echo, let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section down below. Please help out and support this video by sharing it on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, well, there's always Patreon. Anyways, guys, this has been a video, and I'll see you all later.